Check. Electroneum is back. Hey, we're going to talk about everything today, from Hackaton to the Digital Pound Foundation, everything. Today, we also got to talk some bad influences. So you're going to want to stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get straight into this one. First of all, let's begin with this. Shout out to Coin Insider, bro. Take a listen to this snippet.
Crypto is full of influencers, but unfortunately, most of them are bad. They lie, they shill, and they use you as exit liquidity. Some even make a bunch of posts and delete the ones that went wrong. So they can be like, look at me, I'm a genius, buy my course. But anyways,
that's the truth. Look at me, I'm a genius, buy my course. How many times have you seen people do that to you? So going into 2025, you need to be very, very cautious about who you are following in this game. You know, your money is important. You know, a lot of people appear to be honest, but they are in reality charlatans. These are Ty Lopez wannabes. You're gonna see them rock on a suit, tell you that they are the most professional people, but I've seen some of these professionals who claim to be quote-unquote professionals lose money every single cycle by being crash dummies and leading people to crash dumminess. Some of them made money in 2017. I made all the money, millions of dollars, and I did this and I did that. Lose all of it in 2018. Made all the money again in 2021. I'm on top of the world. I'm hiring all of these people and they all working under me and whatnot. Crash and lose all of it again. Some of these people, just a few months ago, some of them had lost. I got hacked. All my money is gone. It's all gone to zero now because they were silly enough to, you know, associate their accounts with some Zoom call and expose themselves out there, and the hackers just say, yep, thank you, and take everything. You know, this is the professionals. Don't get fooled by the suits. Like, we know people, but do not get fooled by suits. If that's your level of professionalism, I don't want to be a professional. I do not want to be that kind of professional. I'm okay. I'll be all right. You know, even if I don't make it this cycle, there will be other cycles. If it doesn't happen, hey, whatever. This is dunya, this is money, who cares? But yeah, it is what it is, man. It's just you gotta be careful with some of these influencers, bro. They appear like, yo man, I never did this and I never did that, but they all did that in the beginning. You know, I never accepted sponsorships, but they've been taking sponsorships at the beginning of the, you know, the earliest career of their journey in terms of crypto influencing. You know, just be honest. That's it. Just be honest, bro. If you're selling me a course and you're telling me that I'm doing everything bad and you're doing everything right, look at all of my millions and all this other stuff, but I find out the way you earned your money is a Ty Lopez style of tactic, where you are convincing people that like a salesman to just pay you some course money. You then take all of that course money, those thousands of dollars you're making on your course per month, you take it and dump it on the market on your altcoin of your choice. You're beating people by 10 steps ahead. You're not doing nothing incredible. You know, you're not dollar cost averaging like everybody else, like me and you. And they're not doing that. They're figuring out a way to milk the game. That's the difference between them and us. That's it. They're selling you some courses. They're not dollar cost averaging. That's why they hate it. You know, the good, honest, hardworking people who are bringing fiat, bridging it into crypto, them are the ones like me and you who are holding these blockchains up. During the entire bear market, I've explained this synopsis or scenario or whatever to people. They didn't seem to grasp it or understand it. We are the ones, the regular schmegular Joes, right? Gals and girls, men and women who are coming into crypto every single day, bridging their fiat, dollar cost averaging, jumping into this chain to that chain, testing blockchains or whatnot. We kept this thing running. Most blockchains died in this bear market, this last cycle that we just came out of, the last bear cycle. But anybody who was selling you some kind of courses and that did not contribute nothing to this crypto space. They bring nothing. They didn't even bring capital into crypto, but sell you some weak ass Ty Lopez wannabe courses and think that they're better than us. This is what I don't like. This mentality and this attitude. Respect retail. Respect regular people who are actually good, honest, hardworking people, and they're bringing that capital into crypto trying to change their lives. There's a way to talk to people. You look in the mirror, you humble yourself first before you come out here and be attacking people that you don't know from a can of paint. You wouldn't walk a mile in our shoes. Why would you judge us? I'm just going to leave it at that. I'll let it marinate on his soul for a little bit, because some of them get way over their head, but they forget that we've been watching some of the stuff, some of the moves they be making. If you know, just leave it at that, bro. Let's get back to Electroneum and positivity, bro. The price is green today, Electroneum. Why? Is because something is coming, and that is Hackathon, you know. And Hackathon, there's very little information about Hackathon though, because you know, what we know so far is the fact that, you know, it's an event, and when the event comes around, the idea is just to get a lot of new developers or older developers that would come in and test the blockchain and build some cool stuff around it to see if the people would use it, and then there would be some kind of prize, you know, sort of like a white hack kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And we are hoping that Hackathon would bring more eyes into the Electroneum chain itself, the Electroneum SC, which launched back in March of this year. Mind you, this is not a new project. Electroneum has been around. It's one of the oldest projects in crypto, period. Anybody who's been in crypto longer than 5 years have heard of Electroneum, bro. Like, real talk, you know? So we're hoping that Hackathon would be something great, and it was scheduled to be in 2024 towards the end of it, but because of Christmas and whatnot, the team have posted this, and they said, yo, the Hackathon has now been approved and all of that stuff, and this gives us good time to prepare. They are aiming for early January instead of Christmas because of the Christmas time period. So Anchor would be part of the people who are going to be hosting this, and also a new video from Richard Els, the CEO of Electroneum. Shout out to Richard now. You know, we all looking forward to see Richard Els's videos. He's the founder of Electroneum, but yeah, big up to him. So it's gonna hopefully bring more eyes into the chain. And isn't that funny that a miracle that a lot of people are overlooking? Remember the 7-year prophecy for Electroneum, the idea that for an investment to really take off, you need to wait at least 7 years to see how it plays out for you. Most of us have been holding this since October, November of 2017. So right on the 7th year mark, between 2017 and now 24, we have a blockchain on the 7th year mark. That's crazy. I'll leave it. That's food for thought for those people who like miracles and that stuff that's happening from the above, divine intervention. This is crazy. I think Electroneum could do really well. The other angle a lot of people are not looking into is lately Ripple XRP has been going crazy. Garlinghouse and the likes of Hoskinson and that, I think they are some rumor even that Garlinghouse could be selected to be the representative of crypto in the parliament of the upcoming administration, you know, Trump's administration, which will be really dope. Guys like Charles Hoskinson would be up there too, working with regulators and you know, introducing crypto to them to kind of educate them about how they're going to regulate our market. So we have an administration that could be crypto friendly. So towards the next 4 years, you know, look into some really positive, cool things, because Trump wants to make the world crypto, America, the capital of crypto, and set the precedent for these other countries. And if that happens, it'll be dope. All of this stuff will be big, man. That's why lately I think you've seen institutions looking into Ripple a lot, and they starting to buy, and XRP is going crazy. And if XRP goes crazy, those ISO 222 compliant cryptocurrencies we've been talking about for many years now could also go crazy. Ripple, Quant. Amongst them is Electroneum as well, you know. Electroneum is also part of the Digital Pound Foundation. And yeah, man, they right here in their in this list. If you check out the Digital Pound Foundation members, these are some of the projects that are working on it, and stuff like this could just take off, man. If crypto is gonna be in the eyes of the world next year, so you gonna want to prepare yourself, bro. It's not just gonna be memes that'll take off. I'm thinking AI tokens, RWAs, real world assets, the tokenization of them. Imagine Apple stocks and Amazon and all these large stocks and entities tokenizing themselves on the blockchain using, I don't know, hedera hashgraphs technology, especially Google. Come on, like that's gonna be crazy now. So yeah, Electroneum is part of those crypto, I think, compliant cryptocurrencies that can actually bring eyes to crypto, because I've seen them do it. Everybody knows how powerful Richard Ells is in terms of marketing, and yeah, we've seen him do it in 2017. I remember in October, November, August time frame, when I used to click those pre-recorded advertisements on anything crypto, on any crypto video, you would see Electroneum right there before the ICO went live, and they were marketing themselves like that. KuCoin were doing the same tactics, Gate.io. There's a lot of these exchanges that actually were early in their infancies back then, and that's the way they marketed themselves. And Electroneum did such a genius moves in 2018 as well. It wasn't just 2017. Like by January of 2018, we received our ICO tokens, and shortly after that, I think it did a 50x or something to that nature. The price ran all the way up to 23 cents, and that's been our all-time high since. But on the way up there too, that particular year, Electroneum team didn't just go to sleep. The adoption of Africa, they promised, they brought it. They brought mobile phones, like the mobile phone style that Solana is doing right now. Electroneum did it back then. The only difference is Solana have an application where you can wallet integration were done in that stuff. Electroneum didn't really have a MetaMask type wallet back then. That's the only difference. But the Electroneum phones came out that year, and it went crazy. Their marketing thing, like Electroneum doesn't like marketing ideas and whatnot, bro. They just need to, I don't know, set it off. But I think they timing the market, and that's what's been going on with this hackathon thing. They initially said it was going to happen December, but now boom, hey, that's Christmas time, let's push it over to January, which is understandable. And yeah, that's why I really like Electroneum. And this hackathon thing, it could also bring eyes into Electroswap. Shout out to them. One of the first DEXs, if not the first DEX on the Electroneum ecosystem. You've seen us get into Electroswap real early on camera, many months ago, when the blockchain went live with the RPC stories and all of this stuff. And there's only 100 million supply, and Electroswap is a fork of Uniswap on the Electroneum chain. So Ethereum chain has Uniswap, Electroneum chain has Electroswap. You see the difference now? So yeah, that's gonna be crazy. If you early into the first DEX on the chain, and if it does some crazy numbers in the future with the Bolt token, and the supply is only 100 million, just like Uni, this could take off and bring more eyes into the Electroneum ecosystem. I'm just saying, watch out for many of these things to play out, man. And I have a feeling it is going to play out, but we'll see where that takes us, man, for 2024. I think the people who was holding Electroneum, they've held it long enough. 7 years, bro. 7 years to hold on to an altcoin. You are, shake my hand. That's it. Shake my hand if you held Electroneum for 7 years. I got salute to you, bro. Respect. Yeah, whales now control 99.29% of the supply. Me and you, we only control 0.71% of the Electroneum supply, which is part of this 21 billion right here. So if whales control 99% of the Electroneum supply, this tells me two things. These whales have been holding for long, maybe 5, 6, 7 years or longer. And that has its gift and its curse at the same time. The curse could be the fact that, the Binance effect, for example. Binance, people have been saying Electroneum went Binance. But if Binance is looking at this like they looked at Hex, it could be problematic for Binance itself to list Electroneum. That's probably part of the reason why you haven't seen Electroneum be listed on Binance yet, because if they look at this and they find out someone owns all the coins, just like someone owned all the coins in Hex, they haven't been listing projects like that. But the plus side, the positive that could happen in this is that these could be some of the most loyal whales, and I'm leaning on to the second part, some of the most loyal whales you could ever see, bro, because if they wanted to crash Electroneum, they would have sent it to zero by now. But the fact that they just bought Electroneum, they've been accumulating it and they just been holding it, tells you that these guys are holding Electroneum for the long term, these whales right here. And for that to take into effect, and you're witnessing it right now, it's crazy, bro. For projects like this, the last time I seen Hex did, and Hex is a controversial project. Electroneum is like a really clean type project. You don't see whales dumping and doing all kind of activities. Hex is controversial, but within its controversy, Hex was at these levels, 4 zeros. I'm saying even 2 0, like 4 zeros and or something, bro. And it ran all the way up to 55 cents at the peak of the 2021 bull market, starting in 2019. In 2 years, it did that. So for Hex to do that, Electroneum can go even beyond, you know. For this 0.71% of the supply, it only is held by others, and 99% of the supply is held by these guys, and they're all hodling long term, which means they have their own price targets. I'm eyeing between 50 to 60 cents and then $1. And the last time you seen projects inverted like this, it can jump quickly, like really, really fast. You could see Electroneum hit a penny to 5 cents to 8 cents and jump straight from there overnight or within minutes to like I don't know, 60 cents, 85 cents to like a 90 cents or something like that. And this is just by me doing my on-chain analytic diesel by analyzing stuff like this. Well, for something to be inverted like this, one-sided, it can only go two ways. And the other way, the first way, it doesn't make sense for these guys to be dumped, because they would have dumped this to zero, but they didn't. They're just holding it. Which means they know something that me and you don't know, right? And for it to go the other way, they have to be some of the most loyal whales ever, bro. So yeah, salute to them, I guess. Let's just leave it at that, bro. Where do you see the price of Electroneum at the end of this bull market with adoption? Because remember, we got 4 million users on any task. People don't talk about any task. And if 4 million users turns into 10, 15, 20 million users, it brings more eyes into crypto, and mass adoption will be right around the corner. And I think this narrative of Ripple, XRP, ISO 2022, Quant, and all these hbar, you already start seeing some of them take off already. Cardano, you know, compliant cryptocurrencies. Electroneum is part of that wave, and they are going to be absolutely crazy. It can capture that wave, and it's just going to bring more eyes into ETN, and I think this could take us to the next level. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.